All right, guys, we got Gabby on the call today. I just wanted to get her on because recently she's had a lot of wins, and a lot of people in the boss community have been talking about her, and they're really proud of just what she's done so far in the few weeks she's been in boss. So, Gabby, welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and I want everybody to kind of get to know you a little bit that's watching this video. So, kind of talk about your background, like what were you doing before boss? Why did you join?
Yeah, so before Boss, I was in the real estate space. I'm still in the real estate investing space, but my history is with real estate wholesaling, fix and flips, buy and holds, had the whole sales team and office. So just a real estate background. So a lot of similarities with the sales and marketing piece.
Okay, so real estate that doesn't have anything to do with AI. How did you get into boss?
Yeah, so I'm really into things that are on the cutting edge. So cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence. I'm really interested in how those niches can tie into real estate as well as buying businesses.
Okay, and why did you want to use AI? Was it for real estate originally?
Um, well, not really. I mean, my interest in AI is eventually getting to the point where AI can take you from the beginning to the end of the sales process. So when I was in real estate, we used a lot of cold callers, we used a lot of different marketing strategies. And so I'm really fascinated by how AI can sell for you. And so that's what I want to see it accomplish so that I can buy more real estate, buy more businesses, and also help small businesses flourish using AI.
Okay, good. I love that. And we're gonna get into like a little bit more, but let's just get to what everybody wants to know, right? Like what are the results you've had so far and just overall experience being in Boss?
Yeah, so being a part of Boss has been amazing. Ever since I started, there was a very detailed course outline. So anything that you need to know from cold calling, like if you have a low budget, to running ads, like if you have some money that you can invest into this, it's all there in the course. And Dan is the real deal because he has appointment setting videos. He has videos of him going through the sales process and then also him closing out sales. So he does it live all the time. And then he has a ton of examples in the course. So he knows how to sell. He knows how to run ads. He knows how to develop, the AI phone agents. And that was what drew me in was I saw a video on YouTube of one of Dan's students had a phone agent that actually closed a $600 deal. And I was like, that's exactly what I want to do with AI. So I was an easy close. I was like, I definitely want to be a part of this because that's my end goal is to get AI to do that for me. Since being in the course, it is a lot of information. I mean, it's a lot to learn, but Dan takes you from, the beginning to the end of everything that you need to know. It's all there. It's all there in the coursework. And then every day, I mean, I was booking, I was on Dan's calendar every single day. I was like, I was Saturday, Sunday. Look, he told me I could book it. I booked it. And so at first I felt just kind of overwhelmed and kind of lost, kind of going in circles. And I'm like, I don't know how to navigate this. But Dan was really, really patient with me, which was nice. He never kind of made me feel like a burden. And then I started picking up on it faster, and I realized how simple it actually could be. And so really going through the course first helps. But Dan will help you go as fast as you want to go. So if you want to go really fast, he'll help you do that. If you want to make sure like you really understand it and you have a good foundation, he'll help you do that as well. So it's really kind of customized per student.
And so the initial videos on YouTube is kind of I mean, you saw them, maybe it was for cold calling, maybe it was AI, but you were like, okay, I see this video. This guy's closing deals with the AI. I need to find out what he's doing. And then when you joined, it was just very, you're saying like hands-on, like I was there for you, and you said like you got the most value out of the one-on-one and like the accessibility to me.
Right, right. The one-on-one was really helpful because you just basically found out what my goals were, what I wanted to achieve, what niche I wanted to be in, and we just started working together on that. So it made a lot of sense. Also, the group classes or the group meetings have been helpful. So we actually have 4 to 5 meetings a week, which is a lot of time that Dan gives us. And just meeting other people that are a part of the group was really great because there's other students who have end-to-end AI chatbots, AI voice agents who are doing some really cool things in the group who have a ton of knowledge. So I'm like the most green, the most wet behind the ears in the group. And so I feel like it's nice being the smallest fish in the group because I'm able to learn a ton from other people. No one ever makes you feel like you're dumb or you don't know anything. And if you come in with experience, there's a ton that you can learn as well because of the wide scope of things that Dan covers, and as well as what is discussed in the group.
And being in those situations, like with the network and obviously, working with me one on one, was there any like aha moments or like any like key insights that you gained about AI or marketing in general?
I mean, honestly, when I did real estate, marketing was the one thing. There were like two big things that I didn't really ever get that grasp on, and marketing was one of them. I kind of depended on a lot of overseas cold callers and SMS. Those were kind of my biggest marketing channels when I was in the real estate industry. So coming into this group, it's like, no, you guys really cover marketing for real. So I was like, oh, all of this, like landing pages and sales funnels and lead magnets and all these different terms. And I'm like, running ads and, click to cost conversions and all. I'm like, I'm still learning some of it. And like knowing what's good and what's bad and what works and what doesn't and what will attract a customer. It's really important for any business you're going to do. And so it has been learning a lot more of the technical side of marketing. Like it's not just AI, like AI aids in the marketing process, and the client acquisition process. And then there's a part of it that's fulfilling services for clients. So there's just a lot to it. But if you join this group, you're gonna grow leaps and bounds. You're gonna have a good time. Dan's gonna be patient with you. If you're self-paced, the course is gonna help you. It is a lot of information, but it's very important. Like if you're going to do any kind of business, you need to understand this stuff, especially AI, because it's the way of the future.
Okay. Then winding down here, I'm just going to ask like three more main questions, but let's talk about like the results that you've had so far being in the program. This is like start of week 4, right? Talk to us about like what's happened so far.
Yeah. So I have been in the group for 3 official weeks now. This is just starting week 4. And so I had 3 clients. I got 2 clients through cold calling and one through my very first TikTok ad. And I have never run an ad before in my life. I've done some cold calling, but Dan had really good videos. I was actually watching Dan's cold calling videos while I was cold calling, and it felt like I was cold calling with someone because he makes it look so easy. He's like, they just cussed me out. Awesome. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can do this too. So I closed 2 realtors off of a cold call and did some basically drumming up some leads from their old database. And I was able to do like a monthly subscription model for those clients. And then I was able to get a third client off of a TikTok ad, which was for voice AI. So Dan actually helped me set up the whole thing from start to finish on how the bot was going to dial the client's leads and send him, opportunities. And the client ended up in the first 3 days of the bot running, he ended up closing a $600 sale. So it's a moving company. And the bot was calling the people on his list that he's already done business with. Somebody was interested, did a live transfer, and the moving company owner was able to convert that into a sale. And he was super happy. Yeah, he was super happy. He was super thankful to me for what I did. And we're going to keep it going. So now I was able to upsell him into, adding some SMS, adding some voicemails, and we're talking about drumming him up some leads on social media. So once you have a customer, you can also upsell them. So there's just a ton of opportunity that is coming through the group. Absolutely.
Yeah, so just wins like, and you're even teaching me some stuff too, I've only been really been deeply into AI for like the last 6 months and the way that you're pricing stuff and doing calls like it's like I said, that's why a lot of people in Boss right now are just really inspired by like what you've done in the last 3 weeks and yeah, you're doing really good. And last two questions too. So, what and it's kind of a compound question, but what new AI tools and techniques are you using regularly and how has this, I guess your perspective on AI changed through the coaching?
Yeah, so tools that I'm using right now, I'm using Make for the first time, which is basically a site that will help you automate AI as well as a bunch of different, it's kind of like Zapier, or Zapier, depending on how you say it. But it's basically like a Zapier, and but it can combine AI in there as well as a ton of different tools. And it's been my first time using that. I use Go High Level, or it's really high level, but people love to call it Go High Level, for integrations, and then using Vappy for the first time. So learning how to properly prompt Vappy, there's some aspects of it that are really fun and some that I'm like, really needed your help with. Like, I love the voices on Vappy, really fun, really great, kind of tweaking the different features to make the voice sound really good. But then like doing some things like getting reporting and getting some numbers for it to, different technical side of things. I'm like, all right, Dan, help me out with this. But those are just a few, just to mention a few, but the big ones are Make, Vappy, and integrating things into high level, and then outsourcing some help, doing a lot of different things.
All right, and then last question before we wrap up. So, how has this program influenced your agency's competitive edge on others, like maybe your competitors in like the same space?
Yeah, so I mean, I think that we stand out because High Level is coming out with features all the time, and people in the group already have an understanding about how to automate things. So for me, like my biggest goal with AI is to create end-to-end solutions. So I want to do everything from like pulling data to like targeting that data to nurturing those leads, AI doing that, and then AI closing the leads. And I think that is going to be the biggest competitive edge for my business as compared to others that are out there, because a lot of the businesses out there are still looking at connecting you with a salesperson. And I want to be one of the first companies that are out there where the AI is like closing people, following up with people, and really selling well. That's what I'm really passionate about, and that's what you're able to teach. And different people have different focuses, but that's really, I want to be on a beach under an umbrella. I want to check my text and see how many sales I have coming in. I want to have bots in different niches, from HVAC to plumbing to realtors to whatever industry you tell me. We can just, it'll, AI will just create a prompt of its own and sell itself. And like, that's the dream, right? Passive income 24/7, as long as the leads are coming in, deals are coming out the other side, and it's like completely dialed in. That's my dream, that's my goal, and that's what I'm working towards. And that's truly a possibility with the group.
Gabby, I just want to say again, thank you so much for doing the interview. Like it really helps other people that, want to get AI. Maybe they're on the fence about it too. And again, we're really excited to see what you do next. A lot of people are like kind of following you already. Like, what is she doing? Like they want to talk to you and stuff. And like more people are joining the calls to do that. So yeah, let's just
Yeah.
wrap up with some final thoughts. Is there anything else you want to share about your experience with Boss that maybe somebody watching, what do you think they would benefit with most? What would you say to other agency owners considering the program? If you had to describe the value, go ahead.
I would say join now because the price is going up. I guarantee you that. Once I get this thing dialed in and Dan starts doing these videos and we're closing deals like on autopilot and it's that easy money, the price is going to go up. So, I mean, I've paid a whole lot for coaching, and this course was a fraction of what I paid in the past. And this course is worth a lot more than what I paid for it. And in the future, it will be higher. So it's late 2024 right now. I would join because I don't know when you're going to see this video, but the price is probably going to be higher at the time that you're seeing it because of the value that's in this course. It's definitely way under cost right now.
Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And you heard it there. Okay. She's going to increase the price on you guys. So, all right, Gabby, thank you so much. Here, I'm going to end.